Good morning, everybody. I thought I would share my thoughts in this video. Have you ever had a book that you absolutely love and would read again? I used to be this big rereader. Basically, all the books that I would read were books that I was rereading. And I recently got out of that slump, especially since I started the 50 book challenge. I haven't been able to reread books. I want to keep reading new stories and new books and adventures, which is a good thing. But also I do miss the familiarity of a story that you've already read. That's why I love rereading books, because you know what's going to happen. It's familiar and you're used to it, which is what I used to love about rereading books. But I just thought I'd share with you a few of the books that I would definitely reread. Right now, I'm reading The Perks of Being Wallflower, or actually listening to it on audiobook. I'll probably be done with it by tomorrow. It's such a good recording. It's amazing. I love it. I would probably reread that one. Also, I would reread anything by Anne Rice, but specifically Interview with the Vampire. I loved the book. It was so beautifully descriptive and so dark and tragic. I loved that book. I read it 3 years ago. I would love to reread it, but I can't find it with all the books that I own. I would also read probably any of the Claidi journals. I call it the Claudia journals. That's by Tanith Lee. Yeah, it's by Tanith Lee. I'll put a link down in the description. I'll find like a website, a summary of each of these books. That was a good book with, it was this girl's journal, but it was never in the style of a journal. So people that are like put off by journal written books, it wasn't like that. Like, she didn't date it like June 21st. It was set into chapters, and she would talk to you as if she knew there was a narrator. It was really cool, and I loved each of the plots, and I just loved the depth of the character, Claidi. I called her Claudia, just because whenever I don't know how to pronounce a name right away in a book, I either rename them, or I rename them. So, yes, I would read any of the Claudia journals. I would definitely recommend picking them up. They're called Wolf Tower's the first one. Wolf Star, Wolf Wing, no, Wolf Tower, Wolf Star, Wolf Queen, Wolf Wing, and they're all very, very good, and there's intertwining plots and all that. And then the last one I think I would definitely reread is Full Tilt. I don't remember the author, but my friend Veronica gave it to me last year to read. It's a very, very quick read. You could probably read it in an afternoon. It was 200 pages and very simple text, but it wasn't like a book for a third grader. It was really, really good. It was about this carnival that came to town, and this boy and his younger brother's soul gets trapped inside the carnival, and he has to go rescue it. And there's this whole thing of, if he doesn't do it by sundown, his soul will be trapped inside the carnival, and he has trouble believing it. But then he meets this guy that, you know, works in the food bit of the carnival, like serving hot dogs and all that stuff, and he shared his story about being trapped in the carnival. He had tried to save someone else, I think, and had failed, and had been trapped in the carnival for over 50 years. So that was a really, like, not thought-provoking, but just like page-turner. I really, really liked that one because of how, like, intense and exciting and manipulating it was. So, Interview with the Vampire, the Claidi journals, and Full Tilt. Pick them up. I'll put their links down in the description, and I will see you guys soon.